Well. It seems karma gets everyone on their list. There is a white woman, trailer trash, bottom of the barrel, named Natasha Barthley, who, I don't know what her problem was. I don't know if you guys remember when she had made that video about me and I asked her to leave me alone. And I keep looking because she deleted the channel, but I thought I had downloaded the video, and I guess I didn't because I was going to play it for you. But anywho, this woman, I was in Lady Nika's chat, right? Again, I'm not bothering anybody. I'm minding my business. As a matter of fact, let me rewind it. In April, she had attacked me in Pam's chat, and she's like, oh, you think you knows everything. She was making fun of my nose. This is a white woman trying to make fun of me for my nose. So again, there's nothing wrong with my nose, but I take offense to this, and I feel like there are certain things that white people shouldn't do if they don't want to be labeled as racist, right? So fast forward, we got into it on her, and we got into it over there, and I had blocked her and I asked her to leave me alone because I don't want to talk to you. So now we are in Lady Nika's chat. I think this was in August. Yeah, it was in August. I think it was in early August. And here comes some woman named Betty White, who nobody knows, who's another white woman who's not to be trusted. And she's like, oh, are you the girl who was stalking? We're going to call him Crispy. We're not even going to address this man's name. We're going to call him Crispy, the Crispy Coon. And I'm just here like, first of all, you're in somebody else's chat. I don't understand how these people are so disrespectful that they come into somebody else's chat. She's not on my channel. We're on Lady Nika's channel. We're not talking about anything related to that. Why address that here? That's rude. Like, you're in someone else's chat. I can understand if you don't like me, but aren't you supposed to like Lady Nika's chat because you're in here, right? And I have addressed this before. And she knows that I've addressed this before. So of course, I'm gonna get frustrated if I have to continue to address the same thing over and over and over again, especially when people know it's not true. I feel like you have to be a demonic human being, and no good will come to you if you try to do things to antagonize people. Well, sure enough, no good came to this woman. Now, she was accused of being a scammer. She was accused of participating in identity theft, cyberbullying, slander, defamation. I mean, the list goes on. But the biggest thing is that she was accused of being a scammer. And there are a whole bunch of videos about her, whether she is Natasha Barthley or she's Shannon Nicole. Now, let me tell you something. The minute that this woman got accused, she up and she deleted her YouTube channel and she left YouTube. And she was upset because she's like, oh, I addressed this before and this isn't true. It's a lie and it's bullying and it's hurting my feelings and I have all these health problems and blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something, okay? Now you know what it feels like to constantly have people attack you about something. Now, I personally do believe that she's a scammer because my fellow YouTuber, Sweet Ma, got scammed by her. But now you know what it's like to have people constantly poke you and antagonize you about something. This woman would have been just fine because Sweet Ma had called her out in April. We didn't get into what we got into until August. If you know that you're being accused of participating in illegal activities, you're supposed to keep a low profile. You can't just be that bold and be that stupid. So then what happens is that it caused a whole ripple effect, and then, you know, a whole bunch of people started making videos, okay? And the minute that Shannon Nicole disappeared, Natasha Barthley appeared. And the minute that people called her out, okay, she up and she left. And people are saying that she's an opioid user. Let me click on this. Olivia the Oracle Speaks made a video dragging this woman from point A to point B. And you know what? I don't feel a bit bad about it. Ooh, I hate when these 3-minute ads come on. Nobody watches them like at all. And I don't feel a bit bad about it because you know what? If you would have kept a low profile, no one would have said anything to you. But because you felt bold enough to come into black spaces and you wanted to be included so badly, and you thought, well, I got away with scamming this black man and with this black woman and with this other black woman, so hey, let me just really get in there. You got bold and you got called out. And this person wrote, this woman is a plague to this sector. So the question is, are people still going to maintain that we should let any and everyone in this sector without scrutinizing their opinions on racial issues? And then one person wrote, I knew it. And then another person wrote, I think they are all substance abusers. And I do think that she is a user. I do think that she does use drugs, because her speech pattern is just off. It's terribly, terribly off. Ooh, got the big screen on here. But that is exactly what she gets. It's like you could have been scamming and getting away with it longer. People on here dragging this woman, called her a drug addict and all sorts of things. And somebody's like, oh, she scammed Bradley. She scammed this person. Seven had called her out too. Let me tell you something. It was a definitely, I can't even say it was a bad day. It was a bad month for her, because all people kept making videos about back to back all month was her. But here's the funniest thing about it all. While you're on here defending that crispy coon, that black woman hater, okay? That man who's making all black people look bad, and he makes black men look bad, and he degrades black men. Let me ask you something. How come he didn't defend you when people were calling you a scammer? How come he didn't defend you when people were calling you a drug user? How come he didn't defend you when people were saying that you were committing identity theft and masquerading as somebody else? She's trying to masquerade as a black woman. You could just look at that woman and know she's not a black woman. This is exactly what she gets. This is exactly what she gets. Another thing people need to check themselves about is that I feel like they're so quick to put on their cape, typically for bigger YouTubers with bigger platforms, even though they're technically not big YouTubers, because you need 1 million subscribers to have to be a big YouTuber, but a bigger YouTubers, and they have a platform. And I feel like somehow they feel like if they cape for them, and if they kiss their butt, and if they brown nose, and if they do all these things, that somehow, some way they can be included, and maybe they'll be a big YouTuber too, and the crumbs will fall off their table, and you know, they can pay too. And it's like, why are you doing all these things for this man when you are being dragged up and down YouTube? He's not helping you. You're begging for money. You're scamming for money. He's not helping you. You're struggling with the kids. He's not helping you or asking you what you need. You have medical bills. He's not helping you. You're being accused of identity theft. He's not helping you. Certainly, he's not going to show up to court and be there for emotional support either. I mean, look at this. People have like pills and needles and stuff. I mean, this woman got dragged so hard. But I'm like, you know what? That's exactly what you get. That is exactly what you get, because you wanted to come out here and you wanted to insert yourself into black people's business.